Yeah, you're welcome to the Blue Basement, and today we have with us the one and only, the best and the spiritual producer, band beater, entertainer,
The jazz man.
musician, jazz man. Run the track!
Juju
Give us that
man.
song. Give us that song. Give us that song.
Juju man, Juju man. The second episode, you got punished for question. Run the track. Sound it.
Yeah.
Full ground.
That's
Alpha, what's
That's
going
run
on?
the
What's
track,
going
run
on,
the
my brother?
tracks, run the tracks, run the tracks.
Man,
You
we-
are welcome
yep.
to the Blue Basement.
We
Yep,
have
Blue
missed each other,
Basement.
man. We have missed each other so many times. We tried to contact you.
I know.
But something keep happening and we keep missing each other.
Yeah.
But I know the perfect time and the perfect day and arranged by the universe, we're gonna be here
Amen.
and do it as we used to do it. So we
Amen.
welcome you, brother.
Yeah, brother, I'm very
Brother,
thankful.
brother,
I'm
we welcome you.
thankful. It's good to be here. The weather is good.
Yeah.
The sun is good. Oh, I woke up. I ate good. You see what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm all like pumped up. I'm excited.
Man, you
Yeah,
are
you're
blessed.
welcome.
See you guys.
You are
I
blessed.
appreciate
You are
guys.
blessed.
Yeah,
You're
we're
We,
here,
we,
man.
we love your energy. Your
Yeah.
energy since the day I knew you. Your energy has been the same, on the same level.
That was sometime
on
in
top.
Venetia, the former Venetia.
Yes. God bless you, my brother. God bless you, my brother.
I
The same
remember that
energy.
day.
Memories.
Every time you hyped up, man. You hyped up. Man, I love
Well,
that.
I would like to say, I would like to correct that. My energy don't stay the same. Personally,
Okay.
in my performance career so far, I would say I always look forward to the next performance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no matter how dope today's performance is, I always know that the next performance is always like something inside me always want to outplay myself or outdo my last. So my energy, the day my energy drop, I'll go for a retreat. Yeah, my energy keep going high, it keeps shining brighter and brighter,
Yeah.
Because I realized that not just energy, your style of delivery is your uniqueness. That's his, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
the market. You have to be able to engage people. You're not infectious. If what you're doing cannot touch the other person, without you putting any kind of external effort, that means, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So tell us who is. Let's start running the tracks. Let's run the tracks immediately. So tell us who is the person sitting here.
yeah.
From the name to the performance to the from the beginning of the beginning. Let's get it straight.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to try to summarize it.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's a whole movie.
Okay.
Yeah, the name, the experience, the existence is a whole movie. Matter of fact, I feel like someday I'm gonna have to sit down with Tyler Perry like this and strike a deal on how to make
Do
a movie of
on
my
your
life.
Yeah.
Because my life has been very interesting. I was born in Eket, Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yes. 1982, 8th of May 1982. So my birthday is coming a few days from now.
Wow.
Yeah. I get that all the time, Yep.
God is good, man. God is good.
Yeah, I'm over 40. I get that all the time.
Yeah.
I try to. We have that youthful gene in my family.
Yeah.
And also, the spirit of music, and I try to, I have a clean heart.
Yeah.
My heart clean, and my hands,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it keeps me young. And playing music too. So I went to primary school. I went to New Era Nursery School. That was the one of the first nursery school in Eket that time.
Yeah.
Nursery primary school. Then from there I went to government secondary school at Eket. And that's that. That was my primary and secondary school.
Yeah.
Then boom to University of Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and something really happened in the school there. What I'm saying?
Okay.
Something happened in school. I couldn't continue. It was crazy, So I came back home. I was home for 2 years. That's when I had to redesign my life. I'm like, what do I really want to do?
Yeah,
I really
cool.
just want to, because where I come from, Eket, there's Exxon, Mobil, Chevron,
Yeah.
other company, Shell,
Oh,
affiliate.
yeah.
So it's a thing. Just finish school, get a job in an oil company, oil servicing company, get married, build your life. But I have seen everybody that had, been that through that route. They're comfortable rich, but it's a certain threshold, they get to. And I didn't want that. So 2 years. One day I just woke up, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna I'm gonna leave. And boom. Because I was trying to convince my parents, so it was hard for them to understand at the time. My dad was a hard knuckle at the time. He wouldn't just even listen to me like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he thinks I was always making poor choices when it comes to doing something against what they, because I always was curious trying to find out what is in what they don't want me to do. So maybe my dad kind of concluded that I make poor choices at the time. I was stubborn.
Yeah.
Long story short, one day I changed them for everybody. I just like boom. Man, I broke my dad's ceiling through the hallway from we are, a nuclear family house. Boom, bust into his room. I know he kept his money. I'm like boom. I took like it was like 200,000 or something. At the time, it was a big money.
So you stole your father's money?
But you said stole. I took. I know where the money. I was trying to explain one or two for him. You wouldn't understand.
Yes.
I'm like, this man. It's like I was ready to go. I was ready to leave because then the thing is, if you want to do music, you have to go to Lagos. So my own was I have to go to Lagos. These people are dulling me. I can't be here. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then my father had tried for me. My father was so angry at the time because I had done the military NBA exams. My father just wanted me to be great at what he thought, was best for me.
Yeah, parents' choices.
I took his money and I left. Then, long story short, my mom, I came back because of my mom. Because, it was, she couldn't handle it, not knowing what is going on in my life.
Yeah.
Then I came one day, I just told her, listen, matter of fact, I don't want no money anymore. I want to go on my own. And, there's a thing about me that my mom knows that nobody else knows. When I speak the truth from my core soul, she knows.
Yeah.
She told me, oh, well, she's going to pray for me. And boom, off to Lagos.
Just like that.
Brah. That Lagos on my own. I didn't tell anybody.
Invitation, nothing.
Bro, I was making money, making music, in Eket. Like,
oh, you were making music in Eket?
Yeah, I was playing. Okay. I was playing local band, Ekpamo band, like, burial, wedding and event, just local band. I always play in venues now, and, in sports bar too.
Yeah.
So, and I saved money and I wrote Polytechnic Jam. I was trying to get into uni like it was crazy. But I did Yaba Tech, so I had the admission. So I knew I needed to move. So boom, Yaba Tech. So, but my main focus was music, basically.
Yeah.
So when I came into the industry, I had favor, because I came into like working behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like I would work.
Who were you working with?
I can name everybody. Press Foundation, Eddie Lawani, almost then Kuba was super self. I was always going around who and who, Kenny Luciano, like question mark record. I was going everywhere. You get?
Yeah.
Like, so because I had an idea, I was doing sound at the time, so I would just work with the sound guys, Ifeanyi, guys like they used to do sound for House on the Rock. So I was just intending for free. I would do free intern.
Okay.
Like back-to-back free intern. So I was learning behind the scenes. I already knew how to produce.
Yeah.
But eventually I didn't want to be just a producer. I would produce commercially. So when I met one man, his name is Tunde Laye. He's Nicky Laye's uncle. So he was a lawyer, big entertainment lawyer, L&A associate, in Ikoyi. So then he was handling, projects like the Bands and Jazzy. He just came back, just studying what he was doing. I figured that I could be a record label CEO. Boom. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to produce commercially. I want to, because he spoke to me at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to produce an artist. That's when, in back and forth, I went back home one of those periods to see my parents. That's when I met the artist that I first produced, Sugar Boy A1.
Sugar Boy A1.
Yeah.
That was your first artist.
Bruh, I met Sugar Boy in front of my father's house in Afa 46. He was listening to P Square, vibing, Sonny Walkman. I thought, hey, come here. I come on, start. Then it was always artists hanging around me.
Yeah.
He was I'm like, you know what? I'm a big producer in Lagos. Yeah, I'm going to take you to Lagos. He came to see his uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, his uncle was a biology teacher then in my secondary school. Then he was, he was in between getting to. He already started a program in Uniport, so he was just from Uniport to see his uncle. He said, you know what? Do you really want to do music? This is what I do. Boom. And we came to Lagos, and I started pushing him. Then the first song blew up with Mode 9. She said she like my flow, Saga man dope. She said, bad man, give me bad instrumental. She's crazy, man. Then we went bad. Then Mr. Lai told me go and register. He registered my company, that time.
Yeah.
Rundatrax. Then gave me a deal, Wahala Media, pushing
That was
Sugar
what
Boy.
year?
Eh?
What year?
Bro, this I'm talking about like 18 years ago.
Wow,
15
you've been
years.
that long?
I'm an OG. I'm 42 years old. I've been pretty much 21 years old in the industry.
Are you serious?
What did you hear the names I mentioned? Eddie Lawani, way back. Like, I knew before the plantation boy shit. Like, I was doing best in my ages behind the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. The first person I met in this industry was Sounds of Time. He told me, nothing can stop.
Oh, rest in peace, my brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he gave me Sounds of Time was my first encouragement. You know what I mean? So cut long story short, I was doing Sugar Boy, then we blew up. Then for some reason, he just kind of like, busted the deal and went with Emperor.
Usual with artists.
Yeah, matter of fact, Emperor Dizzy was supposed to be a co-investor. You know how Empire is like co-investing or doing a business with YBN for Asake?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like that.
Oh.
But he just busted behind the scene and like for a few days I didn't see him. I didn't even know he was Emperor Dizzy. You know how these artists now.
Yeah.
I invested a lot of money and time and energy. And it was known. We're doing tour. See, before Davido came from Atlanta to Lagos, it was Sugar Boy and it was Whiskey and Sugar Boy because Osagi had Whiskey. Osagi was directly managing Whiskey that time.
Okay.
Yeah, Sagi, the female manager from Edo State. So I was doing Sugar Boy, and me, I wasn't only like producing him like the artist, but he was producing too. So we were like making big records, like we were making commercial records, Then when he left, everything broke down for me.
Oh, it was your only artist then?
Yeah, it was my mainstream artist, bro. Sugar Boy, I would brag with Sugar Boy because I knew I was going to blow him. I know how to become anything. I know how to blow anybody. That one. See, two things I know how to do. I know how to play drums. And I know how to make somebody relevant. Yeah, I know how to stand in and say, this is it. It's just my grace. So long story short, then...
But did you guys have any problem? You and Sugar Boy? Before he left?
No.
He just left?
I'll tell you the truth, yeah. He was enticed by other artists that that had all this. We had people that they had sponsors from, people that had one, at the time. Boys just collect money for street. So the chairman boys when they collect big money for street. Me, I know to see street money. I don't do street. So boys they collect. It was a big deal to, this artists now they're attracted to the one where they call they ain't get the money now. You know what I mean? That's pretty much now money just they make most of these artists. They not loyal. Anyway, then I just dropped Kukere, Blue, then D-Tunes, whatever, D-Tunes just kind of like left that camp and went to do Shole.
Yeah.
Then that's when they called me, like, because they knew the whole story. In fact, they said they laughed me for Industry Night when Sugar Boy left because then it was, news not just okay, Ovie. Everything was just the cast. Industry was small.
Yeah.
Industry was small. Industry was small. So I took that hit. That was a big hit of my life because it was like my youthful savings, bro. My all relevant, my credibility. Because every credibility I built, I can put it on top of your head, and we're doing fine.
Yeah.
So long story short, Dubi called me. Then I moved to Triple MG with Yaya. But then it was a little hard shift because then I wasn't only producing for Sugar Boy, I was managing and co-investing. So this is me now going to Triple MG as just a producer.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit hard, but then I needed me and somebody like one door closed. I just jack up another door.
Definitely, don't just lie there.
Yeah, so on to the next. And I'm multi-talented. So I'm like, okay, why not? These people have something going on, and then my people is from Calabar. You know what I mean? So boom, we were making records, bro. We were making like 6 tracks in a day. Bro, I was making records with Yaya, Techno, Emanara, Bassi. In fact, at the time, Kublon came, and joined when at the time I was already thinking of leaving. So that situation just didn't work. It didn't favor me because at the time I know what my potential, was, and at the time I felt so limited, and it was just like producing,
Yeah.
It wasn't at the time in Nigeria, Nigerian producers we're not getting royalties. It was just like production fee. How much you want to buy beats? Or in there, I was on a salary. Yeah, I can remember 100,000 salary from Triple NG, and that was not getting me anywhere. I was already
From
making
being a big producer, Sugar Boy.
I was already Sugar Boy. With Sugar Boy, I was big. Baba, don't just they come out. Me and they come out. It was that energy.
Yeah, that was the
So I
level.
was learning a lot from Jazzy because he was already living abroad. He knew how to mold more hits. Me, I was just like, this is my boy. I got connections, and we know how to do music, and I can teach him how to perform crazy. And we're about to take over. And we're like, boom. So we were just always doing music. Me, one thing about me is the passion. I don't joke with the passion. Yep. So the whole situation, back to the situation with the Yaya Triple NG, it just didn't work out. I wasn't really favored. I produced a lot of records. It was like, where you are, you're trying to prove your point, and it make yourself like make people know that you're good enough. And I was dealing with that. The whole situation didn't work out.
Yeah.
I left. Yeah, I had left. Then like, you know what? Me, I know. See, me, I can be relevant even in the desert. If you put me for desert now, I go knock drum on something. I go entertain something, make something come out, concert on me. Yeah.
So after you left, what was the next?
The next move was I met a girl. That's when I met my ex-wife that brought me to America. So it was like she was an artist too. So pretty much like, okay, come to Nigeria. Because then I didn't even believe no artists. I was like a wounded lion with artists. Artists, you know, I'm going to use you leverage up.
Yeah.
Go, on to the next. So she came to Nigeria. She was with me in Nigeria for 2 years. We did a couple projects. Then at the time she had to come back. She now insisted that I have to come. Me, I wasn't trying to come to America.
Yeah.
Because I know now we see this Afrobeat industry. But I give my life to this industry when it comes to like I was living in Paco House at the time in Lagos called Lekki First One. Lekki that F was side for years. Like we put in work. What Afrobeat industry is right now. It used to be what at the time we used to hope for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to hope for putting work. We never gave up. So I didn't want to come to America. Like, just go. I'll come. Because me, I know I won't blow. Because for industry, once you work hard, and you're consistent. Once you have challenge,
Yes.
and you overcome that challenge. I had a little shaking, a little back and forth with the whole Triple NG situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And once you overcome stuff like that, now blow be the next.
Yeah.
So this America was a big deal for me to come to America. In fact, I thought I love her because me, I don't move like that. I didn't want to lose her because she had to come back. She had, she began Pekin. She had, children. And it was all, that's how I came to America eventually. Then, I was still doing the music, still signing artists. When I came to America, we were still pushing the agenda of Afrobeat. Bro, I've had at least 4 artists in my hands in this America that they keep disappointing until the pandemic hit. Pandemic hit, so boys, Kevin Boy is my friend, Zimo, Zimo used to come, Zimo of any DJ Zimo, any Zimo used to come to Nigeria then. Zimo, DJ Humility was my friend. He used to support Sugar Boy, spin Sugar Boy's record in Rhythm 93.7, Silverbed. So Zimo, when he comes to Nigeria, because he was doing any awards that time, because he would hang out with DJ Humility, because DJ Humility was doing classic DJ. Shout out to DJ Humility. Shout out to Humility. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
wonderful guy.
yeah. So then I met Zimo. Zimo is a good guy. Good guy. So in Atlanta here, I was still doing, promoting artists, trying to, I was now trying to find a non-Nigerian to do Afrobeat. Yeah, in Atlanta.
Not at all that people do it.
Yeah, but then it wasn't a thing. I was always looking for the thing that nobody's really doing.
Yes.
So that's how I came up with that. So I work with a couple of artists, but I still figure out it's the same thing. Every artist is like woman. Now, if you not really loyalty is very
Artists be like woman.
woman
no lawyer.
woman only loyal to their feelings.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to the best of my knowledge.
It's the best.
Except you want to fear God or fear something.
Yeah.
They're loyal because of that way they fear. But yeah, outside that, so artists go like that. So until the pandemic hit, so during the pandemic, Kevin Bosch was always hanging out with me in my studio because I had like a big studio.
You still have the studio now?
I have a bigger studio now. I had a big studio then. I have a bigger studio now.
Ooh.
So Tunde now was every time Tunde would call Kevin's always at my studio.
Today not.
Tunde not. This time Tunde that everybody's going through. You see Tunde, me I always tell people, Tunde, people go to Tunde for, and God has blessed him to be a voice.
Yeah.
Tunde, once Tunde posts is a big deal. So
Yeah.
people try to get favors from Tunde, by, a lot of means, just try that. But Tunde, when God wanted to bless me, God bring Tunde come meet me. No, me go meet Tunde. That's how I know the kind of covenant that me, the grace of God that I carry. Tunde was the one that came to my house in Riverdale to, whatever is making Kevin, because Kevin is Tunde's childhood friend.
Yeah.
They're from secondary school, way back in nursery school self.
Yeah.
So during the pandemic was very lonely. So it's mostly family that you're a main person because
Family close friends.
everybody somebody you don't know who has the virus.
Yes.
But as a Nigerian person, you trust your guy now. You
Yeah.
say, So Tunde now came to my spot to see why is Kevin Bosch always here. When he came, I can never forget. When Tunde came, he didn't believe his eyes. Tunde didn't do anything anyhow. Tunde is somebody that I think he's like, BDM. It's like somebody that he listened to God alone. He took his phone, videoed my whole studio, went live. What? Then I started performing. I started playing. Then I used to carry green,
Your hairstyle.
yeah. So that's where my break came from. Tunde now told me, listen, bro, don't ever come to me and say, don't bring no artist to me. He's not interested. I think Tunde is my number one fan.
That's interesting.
Yep. And I'm saying it at the time Tunde told me he's gonna manage me. Yep. Tunde has favored me more than everybody else in the industry.
Really?
In my 21 years. What?
For your short meeting with him.
Yep. Then story long, but
Give us the story. Now the story make us very This story is very interesting.
this is good, bro.
All the time.
You see, what I'm trying to avoid is that I'm trying to really keep it clean, but don't
Shout out to Tunde.
Yeah,
Tunde,
Mazi.
Hey, shout out to Tunde. Tunde is a great guy,
May your
man.
path shine brighter and brighter in Jesus' name.
Amen.
If
Amen.
you favor me, God must continue to bless you.
Yes.
Like I did. In fact, for you guys now to even put me on this podcast, shout out to you guys. May God continue to bless the Blue Basement.
Bless us all.
He said,
Bless us all.
Anyway, back to the point. If you really listen to my interview, I'm trying to really keep it clean.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that my path has always been smooth like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had people step on my toes.
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that.
But I think I don't really want to call people out like that.
No, you don't need to. No, you
Yeah,
don't need
because
to.
I'm gonna go check everywhere. My story.
Yeah.
This industry.
We
They
like.
will try you. They try me. so they
Yes.
collect.
Yes.
You know, like this. As I'm sitting down here, me, I be wounded lion. Don't you see? You would think I play because I have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
No, I play because me, I be wounded lion. The way that play where they play, my head now the verse like this.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic for me. I turn it to performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point in my life that I'm unoffendable. So if you're trying to offend me, I see the damage that would do to me.
Yeah.
So I switch that energy. I switch them to inside, I convert them.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Performance energy.
Yeah, that's good.
So in all of these 21 years, do you have, aside Sugar Boy that you really say you were with, do you have any artists that's under your record?
I promise you, I have been through at least 20 artists.
And none is with you right now.
Nope.
That's serious. What's wrong? Is it you or them?
Nope. I used to think it's me. At the time, let me tell you why I keep doing it every other time. I used to think it's me. So every other season, I would do everything different. In fact, my last artist, bro, right now in Atlanta now, in this Atlanta right now, I'm worth at least 6,000 every week, based on. So I went to Nigeria at the time for over 8 months. So you see how much I lost being in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And being in Nigeria doesn't mean you can't pay. You will still be paying your bills here.
Yeah.
So I took my studio to Nigeria. I signed some artists, including like quite artists. Signed some artists, 2 artists. Spend money. Hey, bro. That's why I don't want to talk about it. It gives me like, because I kind of like, I wasted a lot of years. You know what I mean? People, they call me for wedding and they cancel show. I don't know what they do me that time. Hey. So I used to think it's me until I met somebody. I don't want to mention his name, but he's a major force in the industry, He himself wasn't, in fact, Jazzy too. Jazzy wasn't just Jazzy. Jazzy was always the behind the scene guy. Now, highest go hear his voice,
Yeah.
But that Divine shot one the contract go hear. He no be him. He was always like happy, You see the bunch. I'm the bunch. He was always the calm guy. Now the bunch was like, don't Baba J. He's on Jazz again. That was until the whole kind of like the bunch being moved on. When they call moved on, come be like say, make myself come become. Even though he was still doing Melvin, if you notice, he was becoming the Don Jazzy, the brand, the artist. Before you know it, P Square was doing collab with him. A lot of people. And that time, if you do collab with Don Jazzy, you don't blow.
Yeah.
So the industry didn't really favor producers that were, look at, bro, I can name names. Fields. Fields has a whole catalog for YBNL. He wasn't fulfilled until he became Fields. Happiness. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young John, the producer, the wicked producer.
Yeah.
I can name names. You see, from a producer standpoint, you invest your time. Sometimes when you make music, say this one a hit.
Yeah.
But you can't give artists blow. But the blessings or this thing, over the time, and when you get older, you can't keep hoping that, one artist will come and be different.
Yeah.
So you have to now evolve. So to give you the clear picture of my story, that's why I'm mentioning those guys that were produced. See, Davido was a producer before. Now beat on the beat is Davido.
Davido was what?
Yes, on the beat is Davido.
Davido was a producer before.
Bro, Davido not a producer. He not beat. My used to do back when. Yeah. So that producer career, Fino, producer, Runtime, producer. I be my account. I can't watch him if we inside studio.
So without this producer, and agreement, a legal agreement and all that, it doesn't work for artists. And if they share Gary, the agreement not they tie anybody. It doesn't tie them.
As a producer, artists go show you pepper until you. Now God, if God like you, God will now one day let you know that you see this thing that you're doing for these people. Try it for yourself.
Yeah. Why did you try it for yourself?
Because
like other people, like Fields, like Young John, like Fino.
Because I wasn't trying to be seen.
Are you scared to be seen?
No. It was like me. I like impact. Me, I don't like cho. That's how I am now. Like the show that I want to go after here, they're already balling. The DJ they're enjoying. The people where they show, they don't know what's going to happen. 1 hour to the end of the show, me I will show up. Once I do my set, I already know how the environment will change when I go in there. So at that time, I knew that I could turn somebody into something as fast. It was easy for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I think I like the idea of what Jazzy brought to the table, whereby he'll put his time, energy, and resources in the bunch. So the bunch in the other way will not honor him.
Yes.
So I'm the don't Baba J. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't really start as a singing artist, artist for my career. I was always producing. But I started as a church boy. That's the part I didn't even mention. I started as a church boy. I do song for God. I produce gospel artists until one gospel artist carry me go police. This is where Messi Chimwe, hey, easy go do. They do me. Papa, they do me. I stopped to do gospel. I look all of them like, I go tell my mama said there. Mama say, what? I tell my mommy I'm not dealing with this church people anymore because I didn't see any future. I wasn't about to be, working on eggshells, hoping somebody will. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I did not want to save God because. You see all these people, they feel like, they make you feel like because you're a Christian, so all your talent now, you're supposed to put them for inside church for free. But then they collect money. Me, I didn't want that. I wanted to serve God with intention, with my intention. So, I wasn't producing gospel. I stopped to the play for church show. In fact, there was a time the pastor owed me money. I carried the snare drum. He can't pay me my money. So me, I was already like thinking, why are pastors balling and owing musicians money? It didn't go right with me.
Yeah.
Me, I like to tell myself the truth. Me, I don't like sentiment. So yeah, that's what happened. The first and the only time I've ever been to jail. Hey God.
A church carry you.
Baba. If not be the foundation that I have in God, I don't go church again. Me, I don't want to go church based on religious sentiment. Do you know how I went to church? Because at the time I was doing, certificate programs, leadership training. So I stumbled into Destar Leadership Academy. So as I was doing Leadership Academy, Sama Deyemi, so he was teaching. He was doing a lot of, Leadership and Business Academy,
Yeah.
Then, the pastor of one church in Elevation Church.
Yes.
I remember his name. He was one of the lecturers. And when he spoke, now I know, so there's some pastors that are different. He spoke with so much,
so much power.
PG man.
Yeah.
Hey, God. That's when I started going back to church. I started going to Elevation Church. I said, I want to hear this one that is speaking the real truth. Like, he was different.
So now Pastor carry go jail for Nigeria.
Reverend.
No call name.
Me? Call name.
Yeah, no call name.
I know his name. I have respect for that.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you exactly, that's my story.
Maybe now you do wrong, bro. Maybe now you do wrong.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Maybe don't carry their bad wrong.
If I do wrong, I'm not going to fit talking for you.
Yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't do wrong. I only told him like this is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, produce the album, and the narrative was that I told him that, he said that I was going to sell his album in Lagos. So he brought the police to come out. But the police don't be regular police. They like Pantira here. He bring NSAS. He called up Panabia. That God save me. Those people, if you talk anyhow, they go just shoot you. They go turn you to escape. They go use you to do an example. Say you were an away criminal.
Yeah.
So that thing broke my heart a lot.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to have to go through that. So I was just to be very frank with you, even as I'm 29 years old, I'm glad I made that decision. Because I now know what it means to serve God intentionally.
Yeah.
Not because, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, fast forward. There's so many stories where I don't even want to talk. I just say, this is how God has made me to become the Rundatrax today.
Yeah.
Being the performing artist.
Yes.
Because I was always a producer pushing other artists until the pandemic. Then Tunde saw me play. I was just a cover musician. I used to play cover.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Play alongside, you know what I'm saying? Then I started performing with Zimo. DJ Zimo, bad guy. Bad DJ. Shout out DJ Zimo. Then Zimo gave me my first wedding. The first wedding was $600. My first wedding, Zimo, he gave me that wedding. I didn't think I deserved to be paid $600 at the time, but I think whatever event planner he was working with, they had a good report after the wedding.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he now, gave me that money and told me I was going to be doing gigs for him. Zimo is a big boy now. Big Zimo. Shout out to Zimo. So, that's it. It was really. Then Tunde came. Tunde had Kolo FM. So we did. Kolo FM was Tunde, DJ Zimo, Kevin Bosch, and Rundatrax.
Around the track.
But the thing, the star artist was Rundatrax.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. But then I was carrying my hair. It was like green.
Green.
So people were commending. Tunde go off. He likes engagement.
Yeah.
So the engagement, they were commenting on. They were throwing tennis ball on the comments. Tunde was like, use that tennis ball to tell me. You see what I tell you. This thing, people. This is what God has for you to do. God bless Tunde, no.
So he gave you a proper direction to
Bro,
all what you.
Ken Boy said, from today, run the track, keep it green. Hey God. And that's it. We're doing the party. So everybody that wanted to party at that time, wanted to see Tunde that time, had to come to my house. Yeah, Tunde was coming to my house at least twice a week or sometimes 3 times a week. You know what I mean? In the weekend. It was crazy. Kolo FM, it was always expected. And that's how it became a thing.
How did you come up with the idea of beating drums in clubs and other parties?
The club was Zimo. So
okay.
Zimo owns, now Zimo now is a big boy, now owns big clubs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So Zimo then was like, okay, let's start performing. And there was no avenue. I didn't want to be I never wanted to be a drummer in the band. I never played in the band. So Zimo knows that. She's like, the only way is for you to now coin a brand for yourself, performing with me. So Zimo will do his sets, then now call me to come and do my own set in his sets. Then my set in Zimo's set will pop.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And the live performing percussion energy, it kind of like bring, an ambience to already recorded. You see, DJ spinning recorded music, you see, like hip hop, DJ always have to bring a percussive influence on recorded music to give you that, the scratching. Scratching is just like now playing, but DJ add that. They always add even that. So you see what I'm saying? So that add a lot of difference to the performance.
Okay.
But that is the electronic version.
Yeah, that's
so when I added the real Bedu.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a creation from you, adding your own band to recorded music in clubs.
Yep, not just
because it's kind of a trend now. I don't know where that started.
It's kind of a trend. That's
I started. Did you hear what I'm saying? I pioneered this. Remember when I told you when I came to America, Atlanta, I was trying. My first idea was to pioneer in fact, I already was working. Her name was Tyler Marrell. Was to pioneer a non-African to do Afrobeat.
Yes.
I've always wanted to do something different. That did not work out. The closest thing that wasn't a thing was this, because it was easy for me to do.
Yeah.
And it was my people. Like we were doing this thing chilling. Zimo will hang out with me. In fact, sometimes Tunde will not on his live. So Tunde will on his live for only 1 hour. That's Kola FM. It was 1 hour in the weekend. But before that 1 hour, we were already just partying our own party. Just like there was nothing in pandemic. Nobody was going anywhere. So I had the whole house to myself.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's exactly what happened. I invented this pop culture. And I know because with Tunde, anything that pop on Tunde page pops everywhere.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
So what do you call it?
I don't have a name for it. I just call myself I'm an artist. I'm an entertainer.
No, not you. What do you call this beating band with recorded music all together, getting that flow? Is it kind of a name to it? Because we know Afrobeat.
I would say I had names fly around, in my mind, but I didn't think I wanted it to be. I don't want to call it a name. I just want to make my value so strong that they can kind of like rub off what I do to give it a name.
Yeah.
But the name I had in my mind was Afrobeat Pro Max.
Okay.
Afrobeat Pro Max. You see, that iPhone 16 Pro. Me. Now maybe the Pro Max. Because I don't care how any DJ is. See, this is how bad Afrobeat DJ is. They have, with transition, DJ is bad with transition and can hype. Like, but no matter how bad the DJ feel hype, no matter how good the transition is, once I knock this one, hey,
do you get paid for doing this in those clubs, or do you do it for fun? Like you pop up in anybody's club and you start playing this?
First of all, to book me for wedding now, you book me $10,000 outside Atlanta. I've done $25,000. I've done Barbados, wedding in Barbados. I've done Bahamas. I made a couple going to Miami to do a show, and they booked me for $25,000 to perform. I didn't know.
Couple with the DJs.
Eh?
Couple with the DJs.
Which DJ? Me, if you want to book me now, determine the DJ that plays with me. Ask Zokes. Zokes, I play with Zokes most shows. I recommend, I say, if it's not Zokes, because I've done a lot of gigs with Zokes.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, first of all, you see why I answer your question from that high-end value?
Yeah.
So you understand. First of all, I have hardcore fans. I have people that will send money to my cash app.
Yeah.
Runda, I'm in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? Like, I sell sessions for people. I call my men do. You get session because my people are coming. And there's no hard party. They want me to be around. So I don't leave my house till I don't leave my studio. Now money they make me come off house. Anytime you see me leave to anywhere, anytime you see pop off, it's just that I have built so much of my value that now if you're going to Seoul, or let's say if you're going to Red Room,
Red Room,
and you're my guy and you pay me,
now
I'm in your session, normally,
Mm-hmm.
But then My value is so strong. I can't be in your section all the night.
But does he pay you?
So, Baba, I was doing so. I would gladly say that. God bless Mr. Soul.
Mr. Soul.
Because
shout out to Mr. Soul.
Mr. Soul.
That's Red Roommates here.
No, that's my man.
Bro, when my artist
That's my
done me
man.
from Nigeria, you know, so I tell you, so I go to Nigeria. I went to Nigeria for 8 months. You know, with a lot of money, like and do label, short videos. You know, that money went down the drain. I had to now come out to America to start living myself like my home, so that my brand will not lost.
Yeah.
So one of the first, I was resident at Soul. That was my first residency. Was Mr. Soul. You know, and then it was exclusive because I didn't want to play anywhere. It was just like you know what I'm saying. It was Mr. Soul, and you know what I said? God bless Mr. Soul. I think Mr. Soul have made me at least. Mr. Soul have made me at least $100,000 in this Atlanta. I'm telling you. Now you're hearing from my mouth. Mr. Soul has made me at least Mr. Soul has made me at least $100,000. In fact, we played me at the time. It was me and Nani. We were the best thing that happened to Atlanta.
Yeah, DJ Nani.
Yep. So we were the residency at Mr. Soul. I think we pop Mr. Soul because Mr. Soul has advanced red room.
Yeah.
That means Mr. Soul. Yeah, at that time, you know, Nani blew Mr. Soul because he went on tour with CK. Then me now don't blow. So Mr. Soul was paying me at the time. I'll tell you the truth. The first gig when Mr. Soul paid me based on was $300. Mr. Soul will call me. I come and gig with him an hour. He said will gig me $300 an hour. But then it was always treating me like VIP. You know, just give me.
Yeah.
Then I was drinking a lot. He just give me a bottle. So after I do my sets, I will always just chill. So Mr. Soul is, as far as I'm concerned, is a major. Mr. Soul did like, as far as the club culture, Afrobeat club culture, it's like a Tunde Edna to me.
Yeah.
When it comes to the club culture.
Yeah, true.
Because
so
that's
he's doing a lot.
Yeah, he's done a lot. He's very innovative.
He's very innovative. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, I've done a lot with him. That's why I say shout out. Me, I don't give shout out anyhow. Me, I'm a deity on my own. Yeah, you have to earn it. So shout out to Mr. Soul. When I say shout out to Mr. Soul.
You have worked with Kevin Budge couple of times in couple of these restaurants, right?
No. Kevin Budge had what?
My
Afrobeat night.
Afrobeat.
Yeah,
So,
Afrobeat night.
I had worked with. The part of the industry that I don't even want to talk about. I never spoke about was industry night, Matthew, Ohio. As far as industry night in the whole Afrobeat culture is concerned,
Yeah.
I used to back to back with Matthew, Ohio. Shout out to Matthew, Ohio, industry night in Nigeria. Industry night have done everything for the culture of Afrobeat to every artist.
Yeah.
Every artist that is anything in now had passed through industry night. So I used to just, I used to just intend with Matthew. So when we came to America, I'm like, yo, Kevin, why don't you just, he was already working on my Afrobeat night, something like that.
Yeah.
So I was active with him because, like I said, Kevin was always, we did Collect FM together. So it was just the same template, but now my Afrobeat was his own thing.
Yeah.
So as my friend, I was supporting him a lot. And he was my active paycheck that time. Yeah. So that was my second residency.
Yeah, second residency. Yeah.
Shout out to Bosch.
I like that. Yeah.
I made a lot of money with Bosch too.
From Budge, right?
What?
Yeah,
I make a lot of money with Bosch.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
Kevin Budge.
He made me a lot of money.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a time that, Bosch is how I increased my money. Because he's my friend.
Yeah.
So when I see that we're working on a project, bro, I worked with Bosch and my Afrobeat night became huge. So he saw my impact. So I made to increase my money myself. So, Bosch, but I say, go add $100 because you don't blow now. My Afrobeat night don't blow. So they're taking it to Houston. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Bosch. I made a lot of money with Bosch.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't just pull up anywhere. Now money they make me pull up.
Yeah, money.
Seriously. Now I think I have done my own part in the club culture. I woke people up. You see, Yemi Konga is everywhere now. You see what I'm saying? Before he was not really performing. He was just like the Yemi Konga, the brand, the brand guy. I was speaking to Iku like, yo, Iku, Yemi Konga is your guy. You need to listen. This is what it is right now. You see, I think I brought him out of retirement, as a percussionist. Because when I came to Atlanta, I met him. Shout out to Yemi Konga. I met him in Atlanta. It was a major percussionist, like world touring, with musicians, it's a brand. He even have a big show in Abeokuta something like in Nigeria, Ogun State, I think. So, So shout out to Yemi Konga. So I think I've outdone myself in the club culture. Yeah,
going back to your band, because this is where I met you. This is your signature for now.
You want me to give you the name? Give me a name.
No. You just say the name will create itself with your brand.
Sure.
So you started from the church, which definitely you started your instrument beating, your producing all the way back, and band beating, as we know, it's kind of spiritual.
Oh, I see.
It has its own. It kind of gives it a timing in music. Can you speak to us on that? I don't know if you've gotten to that level of it.
What?
Yeah.
That is the level. That's why I'm sitting down here. Yeah, if there was nothing spiritual about my music, you wouldn't bring me down to sit down and speak about it.
Yeah, because the band gives a lot.
Okay, I think where it starts from. It all started from Apostolic Church. So my mom, shout out to my mom, man. I miss her though. My mom, she was a prophetess and, a woman leader, a deaconess in Apostolic Church. So she was always doing women program. And women program, men wouldn't attend. But the only way I would attend was, she was a big fan of my playing.
Oh.
My playing conga. So I started from there. So I would play and the power of God would move big time, locally, like straight up, baba.
So that's where the fire came from.
You know that celestial church dimension?
Yeah.
That's our own was Apostolic Church. Once there's a certain level of, performance or whatever, playing, ministration, the spirit could come outside, prophets you could talk. Hey, so that is my foundation. So I learned, I already had that foundation of knowing how to provoke
the spirits. Even in the club, church. Even in the club, right?
Baba, in the club, that's the truth, though.
Yeah.
Even in the club, anywhere.
So,
see, for me, I'm not necessarily. I carry my own atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm big on atmosphere. I don't care where I am. I'm in charge of my atmosphere. I could be anywhere, but that's my atmosphere. That's why you notice. Now, when I started, I used to have a universal mic that would, feed into.
Yeah.
The big PA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not supposed to, I wasn't called to perform for the PA, for everybody. I'm an exclusive by their side. Yeah? That means
the sound they come out.
Now here you go, enjoy them.
Have you played for Davido? In one of these shows?
I have performed with David.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to play for Davido. I don't want to play. Papa, I would want to perform with David. It's like you telling Mike and Remo to go and blow saxophone for Davido. I'm my own brand in this. I will not play for no artist. I will perform with him.
Okay. Does
that make sense?
Yeah.
I am the Kenny G of this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm not an instrumentalist. I am my own star.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in fact, let me tell you the truth. Right now in my career, I do not go out except I'm performing.
Okay.
Bruh. I have not seen anybody. I'm not watching anybody's show. I'm not watching Burna Boy. I always come on, man. I'm an industry legend. I always have backstage access.
Yeah.
Tickets and all that. I always give it out. I'm like, nope.
Why?
Because I'm the one. I want people to come and watch me. I'm like, David, maybe perform for Stefan finish. After party now, Red Room, I go see that. So you see, in the Red Room, he will watch me perform. You see what I'm saying? That's where I don't come outside.
Do you guys still have that rapport?
It's not about David. It's about anybody.
No, I'm talking about rapport. Do you have that special rapport with David?
The last time he had his album listening, that the after party was at Red Room.
Yeah.
I performed with him till he was like, yo, bro, I'm going to send Tipex. He called Mr. Soul Tipex. Yeah. I'm going to send Tipex to you. I know what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had to the Lati, his PA. You put hand for inside. You know them. I have to give me 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to David and Lati. Yeah. David is like, I'm a big fan of David because I've seen him grow. What? Easy. I'm a huge David will bring me outside. I would rather perform, like, you know what I mean? He knows me now, he knows that I'm good. He's seen me, evolve in different aspects of my.
Yeah.
David had known me with Sugar Boy. David had known me with Yaya. They are cool now. David and Obi, they work in there, So he has known me with Ubi. and he has now known me in Atlanta. So he has known, at least when he came to Lagos, he has seen that aspect of my career. So, and that's one person I know, he has respect for me a lot. Like when you talk about the big three, yeah, I think I would, like David has a lot of respect for me. So I respect him back, a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So back to the point, I don't me,
Because some people are wondering, this guy that plays in the club, does he make enough money to take care of himself and his family?
Bro, did you hear what I said? I said when I went to Nigeria, all I was thinking about was how much I make in a week. in a weekend. I was like,
No, you know why? You know why people ask that question? What the reason people ask me that question is because they see people throw $1 bill while you're playing. And
Baba, if you throw $1 around the Dutch, I'm not a stripper. I don't collect $1. That's an insult. Me, I'm the best. I'm the Kwan one of this thing.
Yes,
I'm the Michael Jackson of this thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you understand. I'm the bono. I have created an industry where there was no industry.
But you should have an album.
Eh?
You should have an album or EP
I still have
something.
an album. Now recording. I'm back in studio.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, normally, then the only escape for producer was to now do your own album, since you will not make enough money producing the artist.
Yeah.
So you now produce your own album and feature artists that are fan of a fan. But when these artists now start seeing that, if I say these producers now, they don't want to feature you. You know what I'm saying? And if you feature in their, if they feature in your songs, they don't want to push it like that.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be the big person, so that you see what I'm saying.
Can you give us a snippet of something that is in the lab? I know you work in something now.
I'm gonna have
we need a snippet.
I think do I have my okay, so I'm gonna play you guys something. This is exclusive, bro. Exclusive.
yeah, give us a tip because
exclusive. Shout out to the Blue Basement. Exclusive. Yeah, number one podcast.
Number one podcast in Atlanta, Afrobeat podcast.
Baba, trust me, that's why I'm here.
I'm telling you, this is Afrobeat
You guys,
podcast number one.
Are excellent. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is the truth. I have never really told a lot of my story in the way I'm just saying it here in the platform. In fact, like I said, I'm just giving you guys summary.
Yeah.
You get question, you go ask now. We go stay another 1 hour. You know what I mean? So I have been through it all.
Yeah. Everybody has.
Bruh, I have been through even life-threatening. You know what I mean? That's what makes me strong.
It's always like that in this industry.
The two way do this whole story of what's that boy now that's not been buried yet? Mohbad. That Mohbad story, he won't come my side though. But say the foundation where I come from, the family where I come from, me, I be two go down and they bring and come.
Yeah.
Change that for them. Now I just say, the way me, I be whole story. The way God has put me, I be deity. I've seen too much. And I know that for you to be great, you would have had to see most of what I've seen.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to Blue Basement, by the way. Exclusive. New music.
This is what is cooking.
Yeah.
New music.
I know it's cooking something.
New music. Which one should I play?
Oh, there's a lot.
Baba, some food everywhere. I've been in studio lately. Like I literally posted on my Instagram, Rundatraxmusic is back. So people in the industry, they know. People who know me, they don't say, hey. Because bro, it was traumatizing. I couldn't.
So why did you keep it for a long time?
Baba, I fear trauma catch me. I fear to come on music hard. So the confidence I have now because with my artist entertaining career, performing, with my bongos, like as a percussionist, I've been able to build my organically. I've been able to build my fan base. Yeah. That now I don't even need anybody. My fan base listening to my own music alone. It's a leverage for me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what gives me that confidence. Because I know the funny thing. I thank God because most people that have dope record don't have a performing career.
So many.
It's not about having a dope record now. Who is calling you? Who is paying you what to perform where? Do you understand what I'm saying? I know a lot of artists in this America, a lot of Afrobeat artists are here now. Nobody's calling to perform anyway because they don't have a performing value.
Yeah.
Performing value is totally different from having a hit song. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
performing value is totally different from having a hit song. Performing value is like people know that when you call you to their events or their basement or any room, you bring value, you add. Like, you see what I'm saying? So that is one of the greatest things God has done for me. Like, He has given me that huge performing brand that I now know that it's time for me to now. Like I said, don't forget that I'm a producer. So shout out to Blue Basement, the Blue Basement,
yeah,
exclusive. Let's see.
Let's touch one of it.
Okay. Let's see. Which one do you want me to play, sir?
No, give us the
Igbedu.
Give us
the Okay, let me do this. I'll first give you guys a snippet of the remix. Hold on.
Hey. Problem. Hey.
It's a live band section.
Okay. So I have two versions of this. I have the acoustic version. In fact, I'm working on a compact version right now. Yep. So it's like, for me, making music is not just like I'm gonna sit down and open Fruity Loops. I'm gonna play a lot of music inside. I'm gonna play a lot of live instruments inside the music I make. Because you see, as a live musician, being a producer, you're expected to knock bedu put inside. You see?
Yeah.
So
that music dropped me just now. You know, since I come up from my position.
I never even play it though.
Now you they sing. Now who they sing for?
So I featured some artists, but I always write most of the hook.
Okay.
Or I just try choking my voice sometimes. But I'm not trying to do that thing that everybody's doing.
That voice was cool. That voice was cool.
Yeah. So listen to this. This is the original version. And
hey God.
Hold on. I need shout out to the Blue Basement. I need you guys to give me a title for this song. Because I already have several titles running through my mind.
Yeah.
But just listen.
We have to know
we have to listen.
But
Yeah,
I produced it to be a wedding anthem for me because I'm more of a major wedding brand right now.
Okay.
Yeah, right now I'm doing the Rundatrax World Wedding Tour. You see what I'm saying? So like I'm doing major weddings in major cities. You see what I'm saying? So it's like
not pop up. So that's
Eh?
not you popping up in weddings, but
Bro, how can you pop up in your wedding? That means you don't even have a clear understanding of who is sitting out here. I get paid 10,000 to appear in any wedding because say I never blow. I never get viral song. When my song blow, that 10,000 turn to 50. I'm serious. I just got back from Dallas. In fact, I pay like $630 or $700 to fly my drone one way to Dallas. That's almost $1,500 to fly both ways. So that's how much it takes to even see me. So that's how much it takes to see my drum. Then how much it not take to see me now? Depending on the when I do wedding. Depending on I don't always see when I negotiate the wedding. I always like, don't tell me how much is it to book a wedding. Yeah. Who is wedding? When I know who they wed, now there I go know. I have because when I know who is wedding,
Blue Basement is coming up with we are coming up with our what they call it. Will I say Blue Basement party? Okay. Yeah. So
that word, it don't rhyme. Blue Basement party.
Beg no charge us so may you not go kill us.
No. Like listen. First of all, shout out to you guys for putting me on your podcast. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have to go through a whole lot of it. I've done a couple of podcasts. My manager talked to this one, that. You guys was just like, working with my schedule because, that's the thing, You was busy, I was busy, but, shout out to you guys. But let's not forget, let me premiere the song. I actually call it a wedding anthem. Okay. So I'll play it exclusive. The Blue Basement. Exclusive new single, Rundatraxmusic. Let's go. Woo! I want man knock Bedu join.
yes, sir.
Yep. Blue Basement. Remy, cage.
Hey, D, are you there?
Hey, Torontizo. For me, na love, Eva. Second year, Abu. Every day it go be like holiday, holiday. We go there, they celebrate. Eva. Oh Lord of mercy. This love that sweet me. Oh Lord of mercy.
I mean, release single first.
It is sweet me. Listen.
Before album, they bring a single.
Nah,
so next single.
So, yeah. I'm definitely going to drop this one. I wanted to drop an EP
This
first.
is called Shalaye. That's
Shalaye.
the title.
You got it.
Every day it gonna be like holiday. We go there, they celebrate.
The title is Shalaye.
Oh Lord of mercy.
Shalaye.
My guy. Oh, okay. You know the truth, them. Should I shock you? I think we're gonna have a part 2 of this interview.
Yes.
I'm telling you, because you people are so much fun people that are there. A whole lot of the stories I can't even tell. But the interview is so much fun that yeah. So, but I think from the questions you've asked me, I'm gonna have to explain briefly to correct an impression.
Yeah.
But if you not chop belefu, you know if you see me. Me now who chop belefu. In fact, I was supposed to go to Obi Kubana's birthday. I was supposed to be a birthday gift to somebody in Abuja, but I already had a contract to be in Dallas. That thing was so painful. Because it was a big the person paid me 5,000.
Okay.
I lost the money. So that's the problem I have when I'm booking now.
Yeah.
There's some days like around Thanksgiving, good prestigious days. I keep those days open because I must always have a gig.
Yeah.
And what these most wedding and event planner do, they try to book early. And when they book early, they try to like
Bring the price.
Yeah, bring the price down. So that time you
Later you constantly get bigger price.
Yeah. So once you see me, I think the club culture in Afrobeat club culture here is basically the industry.
Yeah, and Mr. So is turning it around. Like seriously, that guy is doing.
Yeah,
something
it's basically
different.
the industry.
Mr. Soul is something else. He's walking and thinking around the clock. Like
Mr. Soul does not. He's very innovative.
Yeah, I love that dude.
He's very
man.
innovative.
I
He
love
does
that
not
dude.
give up.
He doesn't give up.
Well, yeah, he works a lot.
And he carries everybody
That's
along.
my kind of spirit.
Yeah.
No, so like I was trying to say, why you see me most times, because you're an industry guy. It's obvious that the Afrobeat culture, here is around the club culture too. Because there, if you want to see Morachi, Kevin Bosch, LD, there is we don't get shrine for here.
Yeah,
we don't get like Terra culture.
Yeah.
We don't get it's just like it's the community, the club community is where you get to see everybody and whoever comes into here, the industry. Like I was with Shehu, shout out to Shehu Kuti the other day.
We're together the other day.
You see what I'm saying? Because Mr. Soul, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at that time, it's the only honor I have to give Shehu is to show up for him. And now we the Atlanta now, he don't come outside.
Yeah.
We got to show up for him.
Yeah.
So that is not a pop-up. Even when that is me showing up for Shehu, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when I'm doing my birthday party now, I mean, people are going to show up for me. You show up, whatever you want to invest it. That's how the industry is.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Then the question he asked about booking. I have residency. I also have a show tonight in Grand Lake. I have residency in Grand Lake too.
Yeah.
And I think residency is the new order because the way the industry right now is, you need residency. Like what Usher does in Vegas, or right?
Yeah.
P Square is doing now in some club in in Nigeria. It wasn't a thing before. You see, like I'm saying, these things that we're doing, it wasn't a thing before. Now it's a thing because people are seeing that it's consistent. There is no other platform where you can be consistent with your art in Afrobeat in America, especially in Atlanta, more than the club culture. You see what I'm saying? That's where you get to see everybody. That's where you like my Afrobeat night. That's where you get to perform with the band. That's where you get to premiere your new single. You go test them while they walk. you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's so people that don't know me, people just think I'm just one guy that's playing drum. That's the difference. But I don't always have to explain myself. I just always, I know one thing for sure because I'm big on this album that I'm working on. It's gonna make people now ask questions.
So you can sing.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
That's a good one. I have this question to ask you. Do you ever regret relocating to America? Like, do you ever sit down one day and say to yourself, if I was living in Nigeria, if I was in Nigeria doing what I'm doing, I would have been bigger than what I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what I am right here in the United States.
Absolutely.
Do you ever think that?
Absolutely. I used to think that. I'll tell you the truth though. When I was married, that's when I used to think that too. When I was married, the marriage there, I'm gonna miss. I know say this kind of thing. Yeah, I know if you do. So, you know what I'm saying? I was married to I wasn't married to a Nigerian. I was married to an American. So, there was a lot of differences. So I'm like, what in my country? Runda. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that in Lagos, it was a hard decision. Because I think I left Lagos when if I stayed an extra year, I don't blow. But you see what would have happened? God bless my mother too. Because my relevance would have been everybody had blown in that time.
Yeah.
Their water don't cool down. Either in the producing career or what. Like I'm telling you, I'm talking about names.
Yeah.
Before the video used to call some names. I talk about names. There's some people that used to produce, even mix mastering was a time. There was a time it was like Suka Sound. There was a time it was names of, you see him saying things don't evolve. You get what I'm saying? People will blow the time we blow. They don't come now. Baba them Fireboy. People don't change the fame.
Yeah.
The fame don't change now. So if I had blown then, but I know things are not for unblow because me, I'm very big on consistency.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I only regretted at the time I was married because then I wasn't free to do my thing, to build. Because me, I know that once you build, you know what I'm saying? God is the one that brings the sunshine and the rain.
Yeah.
All you need to do is build.
Yeah.
He rain for poor my house. He rain for rich my house. Sunshine for wicked my house. Sunshine for pastor house or whoever call themselves, right? You see what I'm saying? Long as you walk, as long as the earth remains, seed and harvest time does not cease.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't.
I knew that as long as I'm building something, and sunshine and the rain is responsible for photosynthesis, which is what is growing the whole world.
Exactly.
So once God shine the sun and rain from my side, me, I will grow.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I can grow. In fact, I grew on thorns in this industry.
Yeah.
Because every time people work hard so much to try to not make me be seen, to dim my light a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I've so outgrown that. That's why I don't even like talking about that. You see what I'm saying? But I don't want to see. God is so good. I can talk about things that I don't want to look like I'm looking for empathy.
Yourself, proud or something.
Nah.
Yeah, you've been talking about the good part, and we've been here for a long time, and So let me just hit this last one before we let you go.
Yep.
Okay, I know time is not really our friend.
Yeah, I got
not
you,
your
bro.
friend, Yeah, this is a new style, band beating mixed with regional music. What's your feedback at first when you started in the club? Some people still take it like, Rundatrax, you're making noise in this club.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
What's your feedback? What kind of messages do you get in regards to that?
I have, as far as the club culture is concerned, I have different reactions with that. Anybody that will come, because I've had people straight up tell me, you're making noise. They want to hear the music. And I'm like, you're in the wrong place. You're supposed to be sleeping. Why are you here? You're up. You're in the night. What time is this? This is 3 a.m. You're looking for you're looking for silence. Not here. You're in the wrong place. You see what I'm saying? That's the answer I always give them. How can you tell me you're in the wrong place? And in fact, let me be frank with you. If it's most times it's always around a mix of people that are my hardcore fans. Maybe most times they have like maybe, you know how people bring, people out of state, like they have girls out of state, like, they're like, let me fly to Atlanta and give you a treat. And they don't really understand the culture. And some of them, they don't know Afrobeat like that. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes when you're telling me I'm disturbing, that's when I'm louder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see, so because like I'm a god I'm not trying to be like.
Because for most of us, it's a vibe, when that comes in, it's different.
Yeah.
So, I've had mixed feelings with people. But like I said, I'm not offendable. Nobody can offend me. I have a lot of people that are waiting for me. So I don't always let one person to. You see what I'm saying? Imagine if something happened here and I'm offended, then my next gig, people are waiting for me at Grand Lakey. Which joy I won't go give them. I'll go to carry something. In my mind.
Good.
I'm too mature enough to
run the track.
Yes.
Man.
So the truth is that I go find blue basement. You guys have to give it a name because there's nothing like playing band on original music. I pretty much want to look at the description. I'm a cover artist, so I do cover music.
Yeah.
Okay.
I perform cover. It's like how cover bands just sing. You sing, they will sing, they will sing everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, I perform a cover music. So what I do is I bring the natural acoustic environment, grace, percussion to the music. Because you see, with the DJ, with the DJ set, you have that DJ part where they play percussion.
Yeah.
The electronic one. But the sound now, electronic, the two chops. Sometimes it matches in with a very professional DJ. They know how to manage it to match in.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like the original African, percussion.
Yeah.
Because you have to be so professional enough to be able to play it. Because first of all, you're not playing it. Let me put it this way. First of all, you have to play it on time. You have to be so professional to be on time with every music so that it won't look like it's a problem. Because if you cannot play on time, real time, if you don't get energy to play on time, real time, the music go fast, you go slow, or the music go slow.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's why they say
music, so
that's why timing.
Yeah. That's why I'm a major voice in this, because I have so mastered it now. I know how to perform it. No matter how much I perform, no matter how much solo I do, I'm always on time.
Yeah.
Like I don't even need to think about it.
Interesting.
Like what it is, the grace of God I have, I can play what I think real time. Yeah. I can talk what I'm playing. Hold on, let me show you something. See this? I don't know if I should stand. I'll show you this real quick. See like this?
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's go back. Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's just organic. I don't need to think about it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and that's why I don't get to do, if you notice, I don't really get to do a lot of covers like that. Because, I've heard a lot of people play my sound. Yeah, right. Really? Yeah, a lot play my sound. That's what I always change. I also had a lot of people say my sound is the same. That's the foundation of my sound, my apostolic sound. That's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
That's what, like, effortlessly. You see what I'm saying? I can't be playing this like salsa now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Nah. I can still play it.
Yeah.
But, that is not my sound.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, the major thing is I've been able to evoke a different culture.
Yeah.
bro, there's no major gathering. There's no gathering we see DJ now. You know, we see at
That's
what I'm saying. That's the creation of the new thing.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So me, before anybody, they think me. I first they give myself flower. I'm not saying anybody. I provoke this culture. I just haven't. I wasn't big on trying to say, oh, I'm the one that started it. You know, a lot of people say, now me start this, now me start that, now me start. I just want the impact.
Yeah, the impact, yeah.
But now when you listen me say, we'll find name. We'll find name for now. But the only name I thought was,
Afrobeat Max. Pro Max, okay.
Pro Max.
That's cool.
Yeah. You know?
But
then at the same time.
It's amplifier.
Yeah. But at the same time, the music is bigger than Afrobeat because I've done some music that was not Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Most of my royalties now came from me just playing this on a record that wasn't in Afrobeat.
Oh,
just studio recording.
Yeah.
You know, big recordings. So yeah, I just call myself an entertainer.
Yeah,
because not playing is the thing. If you watch me, I entertain what I do.
Yeah, true.
I know how to turn it into entertainment. Because now it has to be engaging. If it's not entertaining, that's when it become
because Saturday or Friday night at Red Room, those ladies were twerking when you were playing it. So it's like a rap music going on, twerking and all that.
I have had in Miami. Hi, man, story many.
Let's take it another day. Let's
take it another day. But let's take it another day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for
your time. Blue Basement. What time for part 2?
Yeah.
Part 2 is crazy. The part 2, the whole boat was waiting for me in Miami, and when I started performing, like, you know how a lot of Nigerian boys that were, dealing with the strippers, they were throwing the strippers, they had to run away, and they moved to my side. Yeah. And the stripper had never seen men leave women naked to another guy. But Nigeria Bedu now, when Bedu starts, that day. So the chief stripper was like, yo, where you get your power from, man? I had never seen something like this before. And the strippers now, some Nigerian boys, they told them $1. But me, based on say it was a boat party, men, boys, now 50-100. So they never see that story there. Watch out for part 2.
Go far.
Second episode, you got punished for question about Run the Track. Sound it. Listen, I had a short time hanging out with the Blue Basement. If you want to reach me, go to my Instagram, Rundatraxmusic, RUNDATRAX music. And if you're trying to book me, Rundatraxmusic booking at gmail.com. And go on your YouTube right now and subscribe to the Blue Basement's page. Follow them on Instagram and watch out for the part 2 of this interview. The part 2, another one.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See you again, Blue Basement. Follow on every angle.
Thank you very much.
Subscribe. Click it.